All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Today we're talking about some starters from last year that could actually get snipped, cut. Can you imagine cutting a starter from last year?
So they won't be fertile anymore?
They will not be fertile. We're going to talk about 3 of them. I know we got 2 of the same, and the third one might be the same. We'll see.
Yeah, so be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment as well. And let's start with some mutual ones. We had a couple of mutuals, and I don't know, it's special teams. You never really call these guys starters, but Ryan Wright sounds like he's in very much serious jeopardy of getting cut.
Oh, he's a starter. He's our starting punter.
I know, but they don't really call them starters when they're special teams.
Yeah, right. Seth Vernon, the guy we signed, is just lights out, just on fire, supposedly. And Ryan Wright coming off that dismal season. Wright, dude's got a powerful leg. There's no doubt about it. His biggest issue is like 27% inside the 20, which was down from like 40-something. So the shanks, he had the shanks last year. Can't have it.
Well, and the worst part, it sounds like he's having them again in minicamp and OTAs. Like, he's not looking good either. So this, whatever went wrong last year is going wrong again. And you got Seth Vernon who comes in. Who the hell Seth Vernon? Everybody says he's a guy who's fucking booting the shit of the ball and pinning it inside the 20. So I think Ryan Wright, we love Ryan Wright here. Let's not get wrong. We will be sad if Ryan Wright's cut.
Oh, very sad.
He could definitely go from a starter to being cut this year. And I think it's actually a pretty strong chance of happening.
Well, and punters are known in the NFL to just all of a sudden just be gone. I mean, look at the Vikings. We had Colquitt. There's no way we're cutting Colquitt for Wright. Boom, done. Or we got was it Jordan Berry?
The year before it was Jordan Berry.
Jordan Berry. When the Steelers cut him, all the Steelers fans were like, I can't believe we cut this guy. I can't believe we cut this guy. So punters are a dime a dozen. They move on very, very quickly. It's very rare you get that punter for like 10 to 12 years like you used to in the 80s. Mitch freaking Berger. Bucky freaking Scribner, Harry Newsome, so many damn good punters the Vikings have had.
I guess you're just flexing your freaking punter knowledge on us.
Oh, I could go for days. So yeah, Mr. Wright, definitely. The other guy is the one down in the corner, and I think everybody's on board with this one. It's a Caleb Evans, and I think the biggest reason, obviously, is not only was he horrible last year, but we got Nudie McLaughlin in the house, we got Kyrie Jackson in the house. I just don't think he has a spot.
No, and then you bring in Shaq Griffin as well. You got Jalen Williams. Don't forget Jalen Williams, who actually replaced Caleb Evans at the end of the season. So he's already been demoted. And if his play continues to suck this preseason, he might as well just be cut. I mean, the Vikings know what they have in Caleb Evans. You know what he brings to the table. Now you have these other guys with some upside, some potential, and he's really going to be scrapping to make a spot on this team.
Scrapping like Scrappy-Doo, one of the worst cartoon characters ever. Not needed. Just like Caleb Evans,
Wow. Scrappy-Doo with the Vikings.
Yeah, so Caleb Evans, and I think everybody's ready for him to move on. So who's your third? We don't know who each other's thirds are.
Yeah, this one, just because I just don't know how this position battle is going to shake out in camp. I'm going to go Jonathan Bullard, starter last year. You got all these guys who are just kind of guys competing for 5 spots in the D lines, what we kept last year. You got Jonathan Bullard, Jerry Tillery, Jacalyn Roy, Jonah Williams, James Lynch. The ginger snap is back. We brought in Jalen Redmond as well. You have all these guys battling. I don't really know if there's a favorite in this battle. You'd probably go with the guy who had it last year, but I don't think it's out of the question that Jonathan Bullard could go from being a starter to being cut if these other guys outperform him this preseason.
Yeah, defensive line is a complete crapshoot. I think they like this guy more than they probably should. So that probably gives them a little advantage. But yeah, it's just a full-on mix of just who knows what the hell's going to happen. We got some undrafted free agents in that mix. So Jonathan Bullard, he could definitely be there. I think I cheated on this one, but he was a starter, and I'm going Nick Mullins. Mullins.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, technically a starter. We don't need him. There's no reason for him to be on this team. Tell me one reason why Nick Mullins should be on this team, and maybe you agree that he'll be cut.
I don't know. I think he's, it depends how JJ McCarthy's development goes. But if you, let's say Sam Darnold gets hurt early in the season, JJ McCarthy's not ready, it might be nice to have a Nick Mullins to put in there if you truly want to compete and think he's your best option. So I think he does bring value that way as an experienced starting experience. I don't know. I'd probably go McCarthy if I was the coach, but I think the Vikings believe, if they truly are going to be slow with JJ McCarthy's development, bring him along at a snail's pace. Maybe that's why you keep him.
Yeah, I think if McCarthy ain't the backup, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. If he goes into the season as a number 3 quarterback after being a top 10 pick, that's not great. Like, he should be ready to go. And Nick Mullins has never won a game for the Vikings. He's never won.
He
He's
did
not
cry
very-
though. He did cry.
You know what? I love Nick Mullins. I just don't love him as our quarterback. And then there's no need for us to see him do whatever he has done ever again on the field. He's 0 and whatever as a Vikings quarterback. He's 5-15 or something like that as a quarterback in the league. And he's not good. He's 29 and it's time to move on. Big Dick Nick.
He'll sling that thing though. He'll fucking sling it.
He can sling it all he wants. He doesn't win. And a backup quarterback needs to know how to come in and win a game. And he hasn't done it. And it's not even about the savings. I think they saved like 1.5 million. I just think it's the Darnold McCarthy show this year. And that's all you need.
I do think they'll hang on to Nick Mullins. If he gets cut, I will be surprised. But
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. I'm not gonna say you don't.
All right, let us know. Comments. Any starters from last year that you think could possibly be cut before the season starts?
And also remember this, orgasnom is a term used to describe the chills you get after eating something extremely delicious.